Hi, and welcome to Community Converge, the T point where community meets marketing, product innovation, and business strategy, supported by led by community. I'm your host Akash Agrawal, and in this show, I unearth the dynamic world of communities and their profound impact on business growth. Stay tuned to understand how you can direct your community to provide business growth. I'm so excited to start this podcast with an industry leader who believed in the power of communities before it became a buzzword. He, along with a few members who met on multiple startups community, recently launched a platform for startups and investors to collaborate. And he also understands when it's time to draw a line with the client. Please welcome Vineet Nandan Gupta.
Hey Akash, thank you for having me on this podcast, Community Converge. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, Vineet. Thank you for joining us. Well, Vineet, I would love to just dive right in and explore emerging trends and innovations at the intersection of community marketing and product development, focusing on specific advancement and their implication on business. So, the first question that comes to my mind is how are businesses leveraging online communities to shape product development strategies?
So when we talk about online communities, there are a lot of forums, online meetups, as well as people meeting in person. What I mean to say is when you meet like-minded people who are discussing and solving challenges, which is there, be it tech challenge or non-tech challenge, when they have met online, obviously the common ground is the what I would say the problem skill set or the challenge which is being approached to. All right. So once you are approaching a bigger problem to be solved, it has to be broken down into smaller parts. And everybody brings in a very different skill set, mindset, attitude, as well as their worldview to the table. When all of these unique things combine, it builds a product or a solution which is very interesting. So what businesses as well as communities are doing is that they are putting it out to the world and letting people pick up the problem which they are passionate about and together co-creating and solving it. So the way I would put it specifically for the tech industry is the challenge is already out on GitHub as a problem. All right. For data science, Kaggle already hosts the data science challenges. What happens is when a beginner comes in, they want to learn something, they want to explore something interesting and unique. They go ahead and try to solve it, figure things out, speak to other people, collaborate, and informally or unknowingly, you have built a community. I would love to give you an offline example where an ex-team member of mine in the last organization I was working with, he met his co-founder at a hackathon. And that's where they started a services company, which was a product innovation partner with my last organization. So this is the power of community, which is, doing wonders at the moment.
That's great to hear. Community bringing innovators together, community creating startups, and yeah, that's actually really great to hear. And I think it proves how much value community brings into the product side. So when you're talking about Kaggle and all those platforms who are already out there, it gave me a thought, what emerging technologies are influencing the future of community-driven marketing efforts?
So let us talk about Claude.ai, ChatGPT, and multiple other tools which are available for free. All right, I have been following a couple of marketeers who have grown their channel to 100K on Instagram in a period of 3 months. All right. And this creator is an Indian based out of Canada. The way she shares her learnings with the tools and understanding and how we can automate a lot of stuff. So what we used to track manually on multiple Excel sheets, now Google Sheets or any other ERP or a CRM platform, that has been converted into the online tool which is available, which is also giving you the insights, putting your automations into place and making sure everything is running on autopilot. Just to give you a very basic example, not even deep diving into AI or other things. Uh, we write LinkedIn post whenever we wish to write, but somebody who is a LinkedIn creator, LinkedIn specifically states that minimum 4 times in a week you need to put it out. Uh, Previously, people used to use third-party tools to actually schedule their week-long content or a month-long content. Now, LinkedIn has already given that feature that you can schedule the content on its platform. And similar is the case with Instagram as well. All right.
Right.
Secondly, now a beta access is given on LinkedIn to AI, where AI is helping you rewrite the content which you are putting out or the prompt which you are giving. So now at some
Right.
point of time, I need not go to ChatGPT or Claude or any of the other AI tools to do the thing when the platform has already integrated. So why did I give the example of LinkedIn? And similar, Canva has an AI image generator per se. Why did I give these specific platform? Because they are no code platforms. Any individual can utilize it. When we are moving towards the tech or the product side of it, what we want is easy access and adoption. So that is what the product side and tools are doing. What it is also helping out is like the number of folks who were involved in just operationally managing the task have reduced, and it has also given the opportunity for everybody to become a creator, agency owner, or an entrepreneur as they wish to identify themselves.
Great. That spoken like a true expert and a true content creator, Vineet. So, how does all this, connects with the communities and marketing efforts?
Okay, so let us define community, because everybody has their own version of community, the way they define themselves, and they are mostly right. There is no standardized definition of community. So the way
Right.
I define community as a space or place where the stakeholders of the business come together. All right, an environment is created where they start talking to each other, and when they start talking to each other, magic starts to happen. So if we boil down to the bare basics, at the end of it, we are dealing with human beings, and we are creating a human to human connections. So whether as you started your podcast with the online forums and the online communities, as well as when we are talking about the offline engagements which are going on, at the end of it, a human being is connecting to other human beings, and that is where the magic is happening, when you are coming together with a purpose. So as I define my consulting strategy in one specific equation, people plus purpose plus guidelines equal to community building plus growth. So if you will simply amplify it, you will figure out that when people come together for a purpose in a specific given scenario, when they know that they belong to something, there is a safe space where they can talk about, community is built, and byproduct of it is growth.
Thank you, Vineet, for clearing it and connecting it back to the community. So now that we have talked about marketing, we have talked about product. So how can businesses adapt their marketing strategies to fit the evolving community preferences and behaviors?
So businesses will have to actively build communities and put community as a business strategy for growth. Why I am saying this is because, as I said, that there are multiple stakeholders. So essentially, there are 5 stakeholders for any business to succeed, which is infrastructure, service providers, networks, knowledge, and capital. Everybody cannot be your team member or an employee. You have to collaborate with other stakeholders. So when you are collaborating with other stakeholders and coming together, so that is where businesses have to leverage. Now it is not like the vanity metrics which you are chasing, that how many likes, shares, subscribes are there, how many followers are there, what is the kind of engagement which is happening. Although all of these are good parameters to judge what is the health of the account, at the end of it, we'll have to see what is the impact which has been created. So as a community builder, I am looking at success stories, growth stories, interesting conversations which came up, interesting collaborations which built into the place which was automatically enabled. I mean, the community builder or the brand which started the community, they never knew that such amazing or interesting use cases, conversations would pop up, which would essentially help them branch out and scale out into different product and services, which will help them grow their business and scale their organization.
Yeah, thank you. So, like, if you were to summarize that and give it in give it a one line answer to our listeners, how would you do that?
So community is here to say everybody has their own different definitions and agendas to it. However, it takes 6 months to 2 years of consistent effort to build the community. Once the community is built, the growth is exponential. So I would definitely say that if you are just putting in small efforts, little or no efforts, or initial efforts are not generating results, that does not mean that community is not working for you. It is just that you will have to experiment and figure it out what is working best for your stakeholders. Once you understand what is working best for your stakeholders, then it becomes easier to scale those programs, scale those initiatives, and ask for ideas and help from your community members. That is how you go ahead and co-create with them.
Thank you, Vineet. Thank you so much for that. I just have one last question, which I would love a small answer as we're running out of time. What role do you think virtual reality and augmented reality play in enhancing the community engagement and brand experience?
Well, VR and AR definitely enhances the brand engagement and experience. Why I am saying this is because when I go to conferences, events, exhibitions, and so on, they are using the AR VR technology to make the experience very immersive. However, all of us have been through pandemic and we were sitting in front of our screens for 14 to 18 hours, which gave us Zoom fatigue, screen time fatigue, so on and so forth. And we crave for human to human interaction. So a combination of AR, VR, as well as in-person interaction is a healthy way to go forward. It is not this versus that. It is balancing between the two.
Spoken like a true expert who has been on the forefront in both the places. Okay, I have just one last question for you. It is completely off the topic. Which brand do you think can benefit from having a community?
Every brand can benefit from having a community. The why I am saying this is because community helps you institutionalize word of mouth.
Great. I was actually looking for a brand name, but that also works. Thank you.
Look,
you heard it, folks. Community has the power to bring your product, bring your company back from bankruptcy. Thank you so much, Vineet, for sharing and for joining me. It's been such a pleasure to host you.
Thank you, Akash. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much for watching. If you would like me to pick a topic that you want an expert opinion on, drop it in the comments. If you need help with your community, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. This is Community Converge. I am Akash Agrawal. Until next time, cheers.